As we get ready to start the 2018 commencement ceremony here at Lawrenceburg High School, we would like to just take this opportunity to wish the class of 2018 the best of luck in their future endeavors. We want you to create a Lawrenceburg legacy as you leave the halls here of Lawrenceburg High School. So, congratulations, class of 2018.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lawrenceburg High School for the graduation exercises in honor of the class of 2018. We are pleased that you can join us for our 143rd commencement ceremonies. Please remember at this point in time, if you would silence your cell phones. I think I did mine. As we always want to start off, a grand ceremony will be in the honor of our nation. So audience and graduates and gentlemen, please remember to remove hats and graduation caps. If you would please rise as the LHS Concert Band under direction of Miss Emily Jones plays the Star Spangled Banner. I would like to take time to introduce our honored guests that are behind me. First of all, Dr. Chuck Johnson, President of Vincennes University. Dr. Nicole Schenkel, Dean of Early College for Vincennes University. Ms. Karen O'Neill, Site Director of Southeastern Career Center for Students at Vincennes University. School Board members, Regina Rybolt, Brian Jansen, Brian Johnson, Kevin Milan, Fela Nance, Bob Miller, and Mark Kaniga, Superintendent Carl Gailey, and our signer, Warner Halliburton. Also, I'd like to tonight this afternoon recognize juniors Lauren Gabor and Ashley Terrell as our ushers. The next step in the program, and to open it this afternoon, I want to introduce the senior class president, Logan Lawrence, to give the senior class message.
Good afternoon, class of 2018, parents, faculty, family members, and friends. Thank you all for being in attendance today to congratulate our class of 2018 and us closing this chapter in our books as we start anew. I'm honored to stand here today and represent our amazing class for all of the outstanding achievements everyone has accomplished. Every year there is a Lawrenceburg graduating class that does the same thing we are doing today, but this year has something different. Our LHS class is something very special with so many different talents that stand out. Just a few of the variety of talents our class contains is academics, athletics, providing service to the community, and also just having a strong motivation to be successful. As we come here today, all of us will be going our own separate ways, whether it is college, trade school, or just immediately jumping into the workforce. Regardless of each individual's path, There is not any doubt in my mind that every single student that is graduating today will be successful. As I sat down typing the speech, preparing, so many thoughts crossed my mind about all of the students that have been a part of our time in school. Our time together as a class has provided each and every one of us in this gym memories that will last a lifetime. It all started in kindergarten when we went in for our first day ever of school for most of us, grasping onto our parents' legs, refusing to be left with a bunch of strangers. Little did we know at that young age, many of these strangers would become some of our best friends today. Then there was an elementary school where we continued growing and learning thanks to our parents and teachers. And then all of the fear from every fifth grade student because the following year we would have to go to the ginormous middle school where we would get lost. Middle school is where a lot of memories that will last forever build up through high school. I think one of the best memories that all students can relate to is getting punished one day in the cafeteria, and then the rest of the week we chanted silent lunch repeatedly. Then there's the DC trip where I remember my bus would always whisper, "Shh, there's a cop," every time Officer Potts would step on the bus. Middle school felt like the breakout years for our class as far as bonding, that started the relationship that all of us would have each other's backs. Many memories we will cherish forever were also created in the high school. There were so many great opportunities provided by the high school that all students could utilize. And then let's not forget the legacy of all the student athletes from our grade that helped open up this new gym or the football team starting on the new turf. Then there were so many season and playoff runs from our high school athletics that made Lawrenceburg feel alive again. All of the classes that we dreaded in high school and years prior have built us to be who we are today. No matter how difficult it was or how time-consuming it was, we learned material, and not only that, life lessons. I believe it is fitting that all 156 of us are here today to celebrate this commencement. Not only that, celebrate all of these memories we have built over the 13 years within the school corporation. There's so much more that could be talked about, but I believe the results from our class do a lot of the representation. All of us will choose our own pathways that are all completely different. Despite that, each student has picked what will be best for them, whether it is college, a trade, or just working. As this chapter of our book ends, another is about to begin, full of extraordinary opportunities to be successful. As time passes through our lives, there will be ups and downs that provide a wide variety of emotions. If anyone needs anything positive as a thought, just look back at all of the memories the class of 2018 has given. To conclude, I want to leave you with this quote that I follow every day, and I hope you will too. This is from someone who died this year from ALS. This quote is from Stephen Hawking. It is, "However difficult life may seem, there's always something you can do and succeed at. It matters that you don't just give up." I look forward to watching all of the successes from our class continue to the near future. We did it, class of 2018.
Nice job. Thank you, Logan. I'm amiss in mentioning that today we're doing a live streaming of the graduation program, and we're hoping that many people that could not attend today will be watching. We sent out the information, and the reason I mention it now, and that's a good word to use, now Broadcasting is doing it. We appreciate their doing this. The only money they're making off this, as far as I know, is when you purchase, if you'd like to. So the booths are set outside in case you want to purchase a recording of this. I would also like to mention, more importantly, that they have 3 cameras. And if we can do everything in our power to keep from obstructing the view of those 3, that would be very much. As you can see up to my left, straight ahead, and over to my right. So at any point in time, I know we got a lot of photographers in here, if you can, because we do want those that can't be here to be able to see as much as possible. So thank you for allowing me to interrupt momentarily. I should have said that in the beginning. Now, senior band members, if you would please come forward. Walk this way. That's Aerosmith, get it, band? Walk this. Man. Just because I'm a child of the 70s, you would have thought that. As the senior band members join our LHS concert band, they will entertain the class of 2018 with a song entitled Old Scottish Melody, under the direction of Miss Emily Jones. Thank you, concert band and Miss Jones. As we move towards the awards portion of our program, we will begin with the addresses from our salutatorian and valedictorian recipients. First will be our salutatorian, and this afternoon that is Logan Lawrence.
All right, everyone. Sorry you're stuck listening to me again. I feel honored to be able to come up and speak in this position, as well as being class president. To start, I want to thank the Lawrenceburg Community School Corporation for all of their efforts for 13 years. When I found out about having to come up with this speech, I struggled to decide what to talk about. None of us would be here today without our parents, teachers, coaches, and friends. Over the past 4 years as a class, our bond has grown closer and closer, fulfilled with enjoyment. Every single moment that we have came into contact with someone else in this room, we learned something that we will use in the long run. Although there were so many classes that we may have dreaded or struggled in, We got it done because we are all here today. Yes, even Mrs. Pittner's test. All of that procrastination, especially when senioritis kicked in, worked out, and if we made a mistake, we learned from it. With all of that aside, we need to thank all of our amazing teachers and staff for all of their hard work. No matter how much at times some may have thought a teacher was out to get them, the whole time they were just challenging us to find our limits and make us the best person we can be. No matter how much of a handful we may have been at times, the teachers never gave up on us. All of the teachers are just as important in making us who we are, starting from kindergarten and running completely through high school. The next group we need to thank is all of the advisors from school clubs and organizations that we had the chance to be a part of. Some of these include Student Council, Key Club, Champions Together, Spanish Club, French Club, and so many more. All of these advisors donate their time to teach us to be better advocates, leaders, and more involved. Also, these clubs created many friendships that I hope will last forever. Athletics is a good love-hate relationship sometimes for all of us that participated. Coaches need to be thanked a ton for all of the countless hours they put in away from their families. No matter how much we might have hated it at one point or another, our coaches were there to push us past our boundaries, to make us a better athlete, but most importantly, a better human being. They taught us what another family was like by building character, chemistry, and competitiveness to be the best you can be. Lastly, the most important people we need to thank are our parents. From day one, they were our shoulder to cry on if we needed them, first person to congratulate us on something, or also the first to tell you that you did something wrong so you can learn from it. I really want to thank my dad for taking me to the shop all those years to help build my goals of what I want to do and also how to work, teach me how to work for everything that I want. I know that is a lot of thanks, but I feel as we come here to celebrate, those that helped get us here need to be recognized. I want all of the students from the class of 2018 to take a look around through all of the bleachers and also look to the pier to the right and to the left of you. Everyone in here is important and guided you to where you are today. I want you to use that as motivation for the future, because no matter how rough a time might be, you got through them now, you will get through them in the future as well, so you might as well not give up. If there's a rough time, reach out to someone in this room because they all care. Now that we are graduating, the future is in our hands, class of 2018. It is up to us on how the outcome will be. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Thank you, Logan. We are blessed to have two valedictorians this year. And our first, proud to say, will be to give the address, will be Selena Couch.
Hello. First of all, I would like to thank all those that have enabled us to be here today, our administrators, our teachers, our families, and our friends. High school has taught us so much, not just about science or math, but about people and life. Many of us have known each other for 13 years and some even longer than that. We have grown up together, and each person here, whether it be students, teachers, or family members, has molded us into the individuals we are today. We spend most of our high school years trying to find where we fit in. We have our friends and our routines that make us who we are. Right now is where everything changes. We think we have everything figured out, our plans, our friends, our future, but many of those plans will change, and we'll spend most of our lives trying to figure out who we are and where we belong. As students, whether it's an answer to a question or research for a paper, we rely on Google for a lot. Joe Plumeri stated, "You can Google for an answer, you can Google for a mate, you can Google for a career, but you can't Google to find out what's in your heart, the passion that lifts you skyward." Moving forward, each of us will have to decide the next steps for ourselves, and in doing so, we have to decide what we want and who we want to be. No matter where you end up, always remind yourself to be present. It doesn't matter that your dream came true if you spent your whole life sleeping. So get out there and go for it. Don't be caught waiting. Jerry Zucker. So wherever you decide to go and whatever you decide to do, make sure you're doing what makes you happy. This is just the beginning of your journey.
Thank you, Selena. And now for our other valedictorian address will be Sebastian Smith.
Hi, greetings everybody. Thanks for coming to support us, as you have supported us through this predominantly developmental part of our lives. I'm a big believer in graduation just being the beginning to a much bigger life, and I'm genuinely proud of my class for sticking together and making it through this gauntlet of preliminary education. While childhood is the least responsible we have to be in our lives, it's certainly no cakewalk, and we needed a lot of help to get here. To describe this, I'm going to use the life of a caterpillar, so try to stick with me. When we begin this journey, we're little eggs in preschool, kindergarten, elementary. This is a time where we start experiencing other influences and interpreting situations that are not overseen by our parents and grandparents. This phase is learning how to hatch from that social barrier and learning to be around each other. Some of us are too hyper, quiet, or aggressive. You know the type. It's in elementary where we really start making some key decisions, such as, what backpack should my mom buy me? Or, who am I going to sit with at lunch? These things really mattered to our little underdeveloped brains. And we start getting tested more and more. Teachers keep demanding that we don't have nap time anymore, or that we use our brains for some reason. It's pretty rough, but we eventually made it through this phase. As we hatch from those cute little eggs, we come out as grimy, disgusting larvae that was us as middle schoolers. I'm not joking. You know that this kid really needs deodorant phase? Yeah, middle school. Advertised as an educational journey where teachers will guide us to develop critical thinking skills and build beautiful monuments on our social foundations to grant us the key loving social skills we need to become positive and ready to learn for high school. What us kids quickly learned was that if there's any oxymoron to a middle schooler, it's beautiful. We start to learn, how do I put this lightly? There's kids we like, and there's people we don't. We kind of knew that from elementary, that we had people we hated, like when that punk kid broke your pencil. But middle school is a whole different story. We worry about how we look more than ever, insecurities fly high, and the last thing on our mind is education, which was the whole point in the first place. Truth is, during this growth period, we're just trying to carve out our own little spot in the class. We like to stand out for attention and love, but fit in as to not be outcasted. It's a tough ratio. Some of us went about this in some interesting ways. Most got a little obnoxious. Some of us got extremely quiet, and others listened to really edgy and deep emo music. Some even took the brave leap of dyeing their hair a truly inspirational color or clipping on a fake piercing. Now, while an adult has 5 times the responsibility as a middle schooler, the madness and type of stress that's going through a middle schooler's head is described perfectly by this inspirational quote. Sure, I get angry. I get very angry and indignant. I don't like being locked up, and I don't like my liberty taken away. I don't like being treated like an animal, and I don't like walking around, people ogling at me like I'm some sort of weirdo, because I'm not. That quote perfectly sums up the mind of us as middle schoolers, and that quote's by the infamous Ted Bundy. So, to all the great parents, mentors, teachers, and friends who got me and my classmates through that psychotic transitional period, we truly thank you. Eventually, through middle school, we're pushed to carve out that spot because things are about to get serious. Okay, things are about to get serious. The grimy larva climbs into a cocoon with the intention of coming out a glistening butterfly that's ready to take on the world. And then in this instance, the cocoon is high school. In this cocoon, we really transform our bodies and minds. We can start thinking more clearly about who we are and who we want to be. A lot of us are uncomfortable with the cocoon at first, and that leads to the dumb freshman syndrome. Through the first couple of years, our core friends really begin being tight, and the teachers and counselors start whispering in our ears about our futures. Our future, sorry. After all that nonsense of the years prior, we start thinking about our futures, and we begin to realize something after the first couple of years. And we mutter the phrase, I'm not going to know 95% of these people in 2 years. We're then mature enough to realize all the madness of middle school and so on was completely unwarranted. We realized the journey is about discovering who we are and what we want to surround ourselves with. We began to understand that even you and your best friend probably won't go to the same college, much less take the same classes. The most important part of the cocoon of high school for me was learning to rely on myself. And ironically enough, as me and my classmates learned to put our goals first, it made us less selfish, more caring, and far happier to be living in this key moment together as the class of 2018. Our parents, teachers, friends, and community have just been tools working to build us into the driven young adults that we are today. Build us into, if you will, the beautiful, fluttering butterflies that will take on the world and lead happy and productive lives, only to be crippled by debt and depression from debt. Look, as a freshman, I came here not knowing anybody. And rather than remember what clothes people wore or who did something embarrassing, what I remember is the people who treated me with kindness and respect. This class welcomed me with open arms, and my parents, grandparents, teachers always motivated me to be my very best. So thanks to them. And thanks to Lawrenceburg itself for giving me a home. Thanks for believing in me, and now a note to my peers. We're graduating. Simply put, if you haven't done so yet, it's time to hatch from that cocoon and take responsibility for your life. You're an independent person with the power to make an impact on not only your own happiness, but the happiness of the people who support you. This is one of the best classes to ever go through Lawrenceburg, from athletics to academics, and to God's honest quality of character. And while I probably won't see 95% of you again, I'm honored to be a part of it, and I'm honored to be your valedictorian. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Sebastian. You did all that while fixing the microphone, too, so appreciate that. Multitasking. At this point in time, we would like to honor the first of our honor situations. We're going to ask that the Academic Honors Diploma recipients, as I say their names, to please rise to be recognized. This class has achieved almost 50% of the students receiving one of the most rigorous, in fact, one could say the most rigorous, of all diploma tracks offered in the state of Indiana. With over 70 recipients, that's an excellent distinction, and we're very, very proud of that. And at this point in time, if they would please stand, and then I will go through the names, and then we will applaud all of them as a group together. The Academic Honor Diploma recipients: Cody Ashcraft, Christopher Benarsha, George Biederhake, Matthew Beasled, Taylor Boster, Brooke Boyd, Blake Budenberg, Wyatt Clark, Zachary Cosby, Selena Couch, Gianna DiCarlo, Ashley Durr, Stephanie Edwards, Charles Elison, Haley Friedoff, Iris Gomez, Jansen Hyatt, Bailey Held, Elijah Helton, Haley Henthorne, Kyle Huber, Nathaniel Trace Jacobs, Hayes Bailey Johnson, Ashley Jones, Lauren Carstetter, Kyle Knight, Dylan Keene, Olivia Lamb, Kelsey Lang, Logan Lawrence, Jessica Lopez, Alexis Lowe, Montana Lowe, Peyton Mussong, Alec Maupin, Allison McDowell, Avery McMullen, Marissa Meyer, Brett Miller, Hannah Miller, Brittany Mingus, Catherine Neal, Jenna Nobby, Christopher Nutley, Matthew Ohout, Alyssa Euler, Damon Parks, Mason Paris, Emma Pennington, Evan Pennington, Abigail Person, Raina Pittinger, Craig Platt, Tristan Plunkett, Lydia Ramsey, Elliot Reinshagen, Keith Rosenberger, Sabin Snaybelt, Zane Schweer, Kyle Sharpshire, Adrian Slayback, Whitney Smart, Sebastian Smith, Kira Strahan, Constance Walker, Sandra Worley, Caitlin Whalen, Curtis White, Amber Wiedemann, Amber Zachary. Ladies and gentlemen, academic honor recipients. We're very proud of our nation and very proud of the people that protect us each and every day. Therefore, we want to recognize those students, and many of them have followed in the dreams and have chosen the military as a possible career. This year, we want to recognize 6 seniors who have already made that commitment. If they would please rise. Dealing with United States Army, already enlisted, Scott Abner, Michael Hogston, Nathaniel Trace Jacobs, Peyton Colton Jones, Indiana Army National Guard, Whitney Smart, and Brooklyn Sturgill. Please give them a round of applause. With that thunderous ovation, I made him stand a little bit longer. As I mentioned earlier, we are honored today to have Dr. Chuck Johnson, president of Vincennes University. And he will be giving an address and also confirming both diploma tracks of Gen Ed 30, has much longer name than that, but we're going to keep it short today, and the associate's degree. Helping with that will be Dr. Nicole Schenkel and Miss Karen O'Neill. At this point in time, Dr. Chuck Johnson.
Well, good afternoon, and what a great day to be in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. And what a great day to be inside air conditioning as well. We're really excited to be here. I'm proud to be part of this celebration of the accomplishment of these graduates. And I have to say that Vincennes University is especially proud of this partnership because we know it's doing things the right way. The school board and the administration had the vision to make this early college partnership a reality. The teachers and those who help educate you, our Vincennes University early college staff, help make sure that things work right, that we're teaching to a college level, that you're getting actual college experience while in high school. And I want you to think about it. That's a very rare thing. In fact, 32 of you will be receiving a certificate of graduation that's worth 1 full year of college education at any state university in Indiana, almost tuition free. Another 23 of you are earning a 2-year associate degree from Vincennes University. The university has been around some 217 years, by the way, and one that I hope will serve you well throughout the next stages of your academic life and career. The early college program is really important to the state of Indiana for 2 reasons. One, it addresses the important need to find ways to increase access and affordability and attainment of graduation for our students in Indiana. We need a workforce, we need a population that has education at its core. And through this pathway, through this early college, we are working together with this high school and this community to help make that a reality for many of our students sitting in the audience today. It's quite an impressive group. In fact, I was remarking to Superintendent Gailey that as many of you were walking in, it was almost like Michael Phelps from the Olympics with all the medals hanging around your necks. Real symbols of your achievement. Well, I hope one more symbol of that achievement will be that diploma or certificate that you earned from Vincennes University and many others that you may receive throughout your life and your career. So I hope you'll use your Vincennes University credential with pride, and even if you've not earned a credential, that you will take those credits that you've earned and you put those to good use in furthering your career and continuing your education. And so I would like to ask those who are receiving an associate degree or a certificate of graduation to please stand. The faculty at Vincennes University and the Lawrenceburg Early College have told us that you have passed all the requirements needed to earn this credential, that you have worked hard, that you have earned the degree or certificate through perseverance in college coursework, and with obvious loving support of family and friends who are here today and not here with us. So by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Vincennes University, I hereby confer on you the degree of Associate of Science or Certificate of Graduation with all the honors, duties, responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, you're college graduates.
I noticed some of our students got confused. I don't want you to think it was in a protest or anything. They absolutely loved that degree. They got a little confused if they should stand up for both at the same time or the other. It's just how attentive they can be. I know they're really cautious about doing the wrong thing, so maybe I've been too hard on them over these years. I don't know. At this point in time, and thank you, by the way, Dr. Johnson, for saying all those kind words, I would ask it at this point in time if our guidance department would please come forward to make sure that our students get lined up correctly. That will be, and I also want to tell them thank you. They do a lot to get things ready with Miss Leanne Ames, Mr. Sean Leitner, and Miss Angie Roulette. They've done an excellent job to make sure that everything goes correctly and getting everything in our hands. At this point in time, we want to give the diploma for the two certificates, and the first one dealing with the associate's degree. So at this point in time, would our associate degree people please line up the best you can from your memory from a week ago? Cody knows to go first, so that's great. Our associate degree recipients. You found them. Our first recipient, Cody Ashcraft. You can applaud. Brooke Boyd. Wyatt Clark. Selena Couch. Gianna DiCarlo. Stephanie Edwards. Iris Gomez. Jansen Hyatt. Haley Henthorn. Hayes Bailey Johnson. Kyle Knight. Olivia Lamb. Logan Lawrence. Jessica Lopez. Hannah Miller. Alyssa Euler. Emma Pennington. Lydia Ramsey. Zane Schwer. Whitney Smart. Sebastian Smith. Kara Strahan. Constance Walker. And now for our next large group, proudly said, our Vincennes University Gen Ed 30. If you would please line up accordingly, alphabetically, somewhere. Our first recipient, Nathan Andrews. Christopher Benarsha. Matthew Beazle. Taylor Boster. Blake Budenberg. Zachary Cosby. Ashley Durr. Haley Friedolf. Bailey Held. Kyle Huber. Ashley Jones. Lauren Karstetter. Kelsey Lang. Montana Lowe. Alec Maupin. Allison McDowell. Marissa Meyer. Jenna Nobby. Christopher Nutley. Matthew Ohow. Damon Parks. Mason Paris. Evan Pennington. Abigail Person. Craig Platt. Elliot Reinshagen. Keith Rosenberger. Kyle Sharpshire. Curtis White. Amber Wiedemann. Amber Zachary. Once again, our recipients this year for the Gen Ed 30. At this point in time, I would like to invite the senior choral members to come forward and join their choir for one last song. Our musical selection under the direction of Mrs. Susan Herrick is the song For Good from the Broadway musical Wicked. These lyrics remind us that no matter where our lives may go, if we allow others to teach us, we will be changed for good. With this song, we wish the class of 2018 full lives as they move on from Lawrenceburg High School. The class of 2018 wishes to thank the faculty, family, friends, and each other for changing our lives for good. I want to thank the senior choral members and Mrs. Herrick and the LHS choral members. Thank you very much. Excellent job. And a nice job on the piano done by Ms. Jones. As principal of Lawrenceburg High School, I hereby certify that these members of the class of 2018 have met all the graduation requirements of the state of Indiana and Lawrenceburg Community Schools. With this said, I want to introduce Mr. Steve Johnson, Assistant Principal of Lawrenceburg High School, who will be announcing the seniors for the presentation of diplomas, and Mr. Carl Gailey, Superintendent, who will be confirming the graduation ceremony. Members of the class of 2018, please prepare to receive your diplomas. Ushers.
Selena Marie Couch. Sebastian Smith. Logan Aaron Lawrence. Emma Jean Pennington. Stephanie Kathleen Edwards. Bailey Ryan Held. Kyle Allen Knight. Braden Christopher Abden. Caden Chance Abner. Scott Wayne Abner. Jacob Dietrich Algeier. Nathan Alexander Andrews. Cody Alexander Ashcraft. Madison Wren Barber. Matthew Christopher Barber. Christopher Tyler Barnarsha. George Richard Biederhake. Maggie Ann Berry. Matthew Ross Beazold. Dylan Lee Bishop. Bailey Grace Blackburn. Taylor Lynn Boster. Brooke Ashley Boyd. Joshua Aaron Bradshaw Grace. Morgan Marie Budd. Blake Charles Buddenberg. Kennedy Rebecca Burke. Jacob Brett Caldwell. Sarah Jessica Cash. Olivia Ann Nicole Chalk. Victoria Cherie Childers. Wyatt Alexander Clark. Bryce Michael Combs. Chelsea Quinn Coriel. Zachary Barrett Cosby. Abby Alexis Danielle Craig. Dawson Chase Craig. Madison Faith Crosby. Cameron Michael Cross. Cody Lee Dennison. Gianna Maria Therese DiCarlo. Ashley Marie Durr. Jonathan Paul Elza. Brandon Michael Flum. Skylar Marie Fox. Haley Elizabeth Friedolf. Robert Allen Gilb. Iris Elise Gomez. Virginia Ann Haller. Chandler Quinn Hamilton. Quentin Robert Hampshire. Teresa Ann Harris. Jansen Marie Hyatt. Elijah Nathan Helton. Haley Nicole Hinthorn. Michael David Hogston. Kyle Jeffrey Huber. Nathaniel Trace Jacobs. Hayes Bailey Johnson. Ashley Christine Jones. Peyton Colton Jones. Caitlin Lauren Karstetter. Austin Michael Kernan. Haley Ann Kinney. Bradley Kyle Coons. Rebecca Lynn Kozlowski. Dylan Jacob Keene. Olivia Renee Lamb. Kelsey Marie Lang. Madison Elizabeth Lee. Jessica Lopez. Alexis Cheyenne Lowe. Montana Desiree Lowe. Peyton Julia Masson. Jacob Maupin. Grant Christian McAtee. Kaylee Alexis McDonald. Allison Nicole McDowell. Avery Elizabeth McMullen. Mackenzie Elizabeth Meyer. Marissa Jo Meyer. Brett Stephen Miller. Hannah Jane Miller. Brittany K. Mingus. Jacob Henry Musselman. Ian Sean Muthiani. Claire Lisette Nagel. Catherine Rose Neal. Jenna Michelle Nobby. Christopher John Nutley. Matthew Carmen Allhout. Alyssa Marie Boiler. Damon Roldan Parks. Mason Mark Paris. Blakelyn Lee Pearson. Ian Michael Thomas Peelman. L. Marie Pennington. Evan Ray Pennington. Abigail Rose Person. Aiden Campbell Pitney. Raina Nicole Pittinger. Craig Michael Platt. Tristan James Plunkett. Hunter Chandler Privet. Gregory James Pruitt. Lydia Claire Ramsey. John Elliott Reinshagen. Darren George Ricketts. Noah Xavier Rink. Jonah Michael Walfus. Keith Allen Rosenberger. Caitlin Marie Rosfeld. Alexander Gordon Ross. Dylan Matthew Rush. Olivia Brianna Sarapata. Sabin Orion Schneebelt. Zane Oliver Lonnie Schweer. Randall Evan Shade. Kyle David Sharpshare. Dylan Joseph Julius Shaw. Adrian Joy Slayback. Whitney Taylor Smart. Noah Matthew Stoyer. Kira Alyssa Strahan. Austin Douglas Sturgeon. Brooklyn Marie Sturgill. Colton Dale Binup. Constance Elise Walker. Sandra Arlene Worley. Caitlin Marie Whalen. Curtis Matthew White. Devin Scott Widener. Amber Nicole Wiedemann. Jacob Brian Wiley. Amber Dawn Zachary. Dakota Gregory Zimmer.
guests and graduates, just a reminder, when we finish the ceremony, once the band starts playing the music, then you want to remember that you'll want to also exit. So guests, if you could please wait until all of our seniors have exited before you come out of the stands, that would be greatly appreciated. Class of 2018, as you have been presented by Mr. Schneider and knowing that you've met all the requirements set by the Department of Indiana's Education Department for the state of Indiana, as well as the Lawrenceburg Board of Trustees, it gives me great pleasure to certify you as graduates of Lawrenceburg High School. Congratulations, class of 2018. As we get ready to start the 2018 commencement ceremony here at Lawrenceburg High School, we would like to just take this opportunity to wish the class of 2018 the best of luck in their future endeavors. We want you to create a Lawrenceburg legacy as you leave the halls here of Lawrenceburg High School. So congratulations, class of 2018.